Hello everyone. Greetings from Sri Vidyaniketan Public Schools. Today we'll learn once again, that is resource and development chapter. In that the next unit is resource planning. What do you mean by resource planning then? It is a widely accepted strategy for judicious use of resources. In simple terms, if you want to say, that is judicious use of resource. We know that resources are limited. Hence, we also learnt that sustainable development of resources we have learnt, and the available resources what we have, that has to be properly and in a judicious and a conscious way we are supposed to make use of it. Then we see that in India, why there is a why resource planning is needed in India. A question may be asked in this way also. In a country like India, why there is a need of resource planning? Because we see that resources are unevenly distributed. In some areas, one resource is available in abundance. In certain areas, it is totally lagging. So in certain other areas, we have some other resources. This way we see that resources are unevenly distributed. They are not accumulated they are not found in one place. They are they are unevenly distributed. Take for example in India, we see in Arunachal Pradesh. In Arunachal Pradesh, we found abundant water is available. But thing is that it is lagging in infrastructure. It lags in infrastructure. Hence, the available whatever water resource is there, it is not properly put to use. In the same way, we see that in Rajasthan. In Rajasthan, we have solar energy is there. But this solar energy is not properly, or it is totally or full extent it is not being utilized. We see that in the same way there are various resources. Take for example in Chota Nagpur region, we found large number of minerals are found. For example, Ladakh region, it is completely a cold region which is completely isolated. A rich culture is found here, but it is not known to the rest of the regions. So this way we see that various resources are there, and these are unevenly distributed. For that sake, we need to have a proper planning as such. Then what does planning involve? Resource planning involves broadly 3 steps. What are the 3 steps then? The very first one is identification and inventory of resources across the regions of the country. It means that it is our duty first to identify the resource. That is to come to know that which resource is available in which region and in how much quantity it is available. After that resource, we need to make a statistical data of that, means quantity of that particular resource we need to come to know. Then whatever resources are there, that we need to make a identification and inventory of the resource. This involves various steps. The very first step we can say that first a survey has to be done, proper mapping has to be done, the quality has to be identified, then in what quantity it is available. These all estimations have to be done in proper planning. This is the very first step. And the second step is evolving a planning structure with appropriate technology. Already here a plan is made, identification of the resource is done. This resource, how it can be utilized by adopting technology. Later, what skills can be adopted? Then where can be the institution set up. This all plan has to be done. This is the second step which has been involved. And the third step is matching the resource development plans with the overall national development plans. It clearly indicates that the available resources, whatever resource is there, where it is available. Take for example, minerals are available in this region, means these minerals are needed for the overall development of the nation. It doesn't mean that only this region should make use of the resource. So this has to be utilized for the overall development plans of the nation. So this is about the resource planning. Then we'll come to know conservation of resources. A question may arise that what is the meaning of conservation of resource? We know that resources are limited, hence it is our duty to protect or conserve the resources. It is, available resources whatever are there, we need to make use in such a way that our needs also has to be fulfilled and future generation also should not suffer. Then whether only we people only are making or doing conservation of resource? No, it is at the global level. There were so many institutions, organizations were there who have come forward for making a clear idea that why we should conserve the resources. Here we see the Club of Rome was the first to advocate about the conservation of resource at global level. So Gandhiji's philosophy, Gandhiji also said that there is enough for everybody's need and not for anybody's greed. His philosophy was very it has been presented by Schumacher in his book called as Small is Beautiful. Apart from that, the Brundtland Commission of 1987, which has introduced the concept for the first time, that is sustainable development. And later we see, we have seen that the Earth Summit of 1992. These all organizations or commissions or summits which all have been held for the conservation of resources. So that's all about children, about resource planning and conservation of resources. Hope you might have understood, and again you will get a worksheet today also, and please complete it and submit. Thank you.